Sprawdzimy zegarki, ale z tego coś myślę. Hubert, ty jesteś tutaj od kontroli, także czas 15:30 na zegarze. Dzień dobry Państwu. Witamy w jak zwykle gościnnych progach hotelu Courtyard by Marriott. Jak Państwo widzą, samolot z Lublany doleciał o czasie. 2/3 obecnych tutaj przyleciało z Lublany po wczorajszym wielkim wydarzeniu w historii polskiej siatkówki. Chciałbym w imieniu pana prezesa Sebastiana Świderskiego powitać Państwa na konferencji prasowej, której tematem jest, jak wszyscy widzimy, pierwsza wizyta Nikoli Grbicza jako trenera reprezentacji Polski u nas w kraju. Serdecznie witamy trenera, a głos oddaję panu prezesowi.
Dzień dobry, witam serdecznie. Cieszę się, że jesteśmy w tak licznym gronie, bo rzeczywiście widać, że ta nasza siatkówka ostatnimi czasy święci wielkie sukcesy i na takie sukcesy będziemy liczyć, jeżeli chodzi o osobę trenera Nikolę Grbicza. Cieszę się bardzo, że przede wszystkim Nikola do nas w końcu dotarł i od dzisiaj będzie mógł rozpocząć przygotowania do Mistrzostw Świata w naszym kraju, oczywiście pamiętając najpierw o rozgrywkach Ligi Narodów. Dziękuję bardzo i oddaję głos trenerowi.
Bardzo proszę. Kilka słów na początek. Poprosimy pana trenera Nikolę Grbicza.
Hi, finally I'm here. It's a great pleasure for me to obviously be a head coach of Polish national team. It's a great pleasure to work again with Seba. We had 2 years in the club in Zaksa, and we had a great collaboration. I hope it will be from the point of view of results the same. So the enthusiasm is there, motivation is there, and I cannot wait to start to work with the guys. So glad to be here.
Dziękuję bardzo. Drodzy Państwo, zanim przejdziemy do pytań, chciałbym poprosić pana prezesa Sebastiana Świderskiego o tradycyjną wymianę koszulek. Właściwie nie wymianę, ale przekazanie koszulki z numerem 1. Dlaczego z numerem 1 chyba wszyscy jesteśmy w stanie zrozumieć. Jakieś małe brawa byłyby miło widziane. Dziękuję bardzo. Proszę Państwa, formułę proponujemy na dzisiaj taką. Prosimy w pierwszej części konferencji prasowej, po której będzie czas na zadawanie pytań indywidualnych. Zachęcam do zadania pytań teraz przy wszystkich. Tutaj jest mikrofon. W związku z tym, że trwa transmisja na antenie Polsatu, nie będziemy tłumaczyć wypowiedzi trenera, o ile takie będą. Zapraszam serdecznie do zadawania pytań. Bardzo proszę, redaktor Grzegorz Wojnarowski.
Dzień dobry wszystkim. Panie trenerze, chciałbym zacząć od pytania o to, że Mistrzostwa Świata odbędą się w Polsce. Jak pan trener zareagował na tą wiadomość i jak bardzo jest świadomy tego, że oczekiwania wobec występu reprezentacji Polski znacząco wzrosły w związku z tym, że gramy u siebie?
Well, to be honest, it's very rare that the team who is hosting is winning the tournament. When you see not only the World Championship, but VNL or anything else, it's not so common that you see, oh, they are hosts and then they win, you know. But you did it once, so it's possible. I really think that because obviously I never played as a player in the national my national team, the World Championship at home. I played always away, and as a player, to me, it didn't make much of a difference. I think that the strongest players in the world, they don't care. I mean, if they are playing at home or playing away. And the key to win and to victory is there is one thing that it's important. You have to play well volleyball. That's really simple. So, you know, one of the nicest and the victories that I remember in my life was against Poland in Katowice, when we played the semifinals for the qualification for Sydney. You know, so that game wasn't like the last one for us, because we could lose and then the day after play again the finals. But we were 2-1 up and 23-19 in the fourth set down, and we won in the end. And I remember when our attacker attacked the ball and the ball went down, it was like somebody, you know, pushed the mute button, you know. Everybody was like, you couldn't hear anything, and in one moment everything just stopped. And this is, as an opponent, was something that it's very stimulating. It was for me, at least. You know, when you have 10,000 people or 15,000 people cheering against you. So for me, it was really stimulating. Maybe you remember also the game in Warsaw, in stadium a few years ago, European Championship, you know. So I think it's important to have, you know, the fans on your side, obviously, but I really think it's much more important for you to play well volleyball. That's to arrive on these appointments prepared. So if you don't play well, you know, the home court advantage can easily not be advantage. So yes, I think it's a great thing, especially because we will have fans on our side, obviously. But I really think it's much more important for us to play well volleyball. That's the most important thing.
Dziękuję bardzo. Jestem bardzo ciekawy, jak pan prezes z pana strony, jakie są wspomnienia dotyczące meczu z Serbią w Spodku.
Że było 23-17, a nie do 19.
Dziękuję bardzo. Zapraszam do zadawania pytań. Panie redaktorze Marku, pan na pewno zada pytanie.
Chciałem spytać pana trenera, co uważa za największe wyzwanie? Ja nie mówię o wynikach, o rezultatach, na które wszyscy czekamy, tylko co, jak się zaczyna pracę z kadrą, miał pan już okazję pracować z reprezentacją, co właściwie jest najtrudniejsze na początku?
Well, I think it's a long process, you know. This is something that I'm saying always to all of my players. I can tell you things, I can tell you an information, I can transmit my experience, or, you know, try to help you out with how to approach a different type of problems, if it's physical, tactical, technical, doesn't matter. And it's not like, you remember in the film Matrix, when it's like you put the chip inside and that's it, you know how to drive a helicopter. It's not like that, you know, it's a time, you need time for you to, you know, to tell you, explain you the things, and then to see how you are doing it, and then to try to correct you if necessary, and then to try to, you know, remind you all the time, and it's a process. You need time. And this is why it's important for one coach to have, you know, enough time so that his ideas and his methodology, you can see it. So it's not enough, you know, a month of time to, you know, oh, that's it. It's just, oh, I came, this is my system, this is how we'll play, and now everybody know how to do it. So this is how you build also trust, how you build relationship with the guys. So I can say the most nicest things, the right things, the tactical or otherwise. But if there is no trust between players and me, if they don't trust me, it will just come in one ear and goes outside on the other, and they will not be, you know, they will not be willing to do it. So it's important to, you know, create this mutual trust between us, between me and every single player, and me as the team, with the team. So yes, I cannot tell you, oh, this is the most important thing, or this is, because there are many of them which are important. But as I was saying, I think the mutual trust is the one thing that you need time for, and I hope I will have time, and that this time will be as short as possible.
Dziękuję bardzo. Pan Grzegorz, panie redaktorze, proszę bardzo.
Dzień dobry raz jeszcze. Panie trenerze, chciałem zapytać o sztab szkoleniowy, który wydaje się taki trochę nieoczywisty. Jak wyglądał proces jego wyboru, i też prosiłbym o kilka słów o każdym z członków tego sztabu.
Well, all of majority of my collaborators are from Zaksa, obviously. My first assistant is Pavel Rusek, which I didn't have possibility to work with because he wasn't in Zaksa. And if he was, I would be in a problem because he would be in Ljubljana and there would be nobody who would be able to, you know, to practice with the guys. So these 2 weeks. So we have to, you know, to get to know each other. I'm not saying only with my staff, but also with with the players, with guys from federation, with journalists, with everybody. But one thing I ask every single one that I spoke with on the phone is that I want you to be sincere, and I want you, if you see something that is off, or you don't like it, or you don't agree with it, I want you to tell me. Obviously one-on-one, not in front of everybody else. But I need your feedback. I need you to tell me what you think, good or bad, doesn't matter. I don't need yes men. I don't need the guys who will just, whatever I say, oh yes, that's right. I don't need that. I need the guys, that's how you will help me. In the end, I will decide if I will listen to you or not, because this is my decision in the end. But I need your help. I need you to be open with me, and don't be afraid that if you tell me something, then I will hold it up against you once if that your idea or remark didn't went well, if you know what I mean. You tell me something, I do it, and then if it doesn't go well, I will, you know, take it. No, absolutely not. Because in the end, it's my decision. I decided to listen to you, so it becomes mine, if you know what I mean. So that's one thing. Second thing, also what I said to all players is, I want everybody to push in the same direction. All of us want the same thing, all of us. So we need to understand that opponents are on the other side of the net. They are not amongst us. So I'm not expecting from you to be the best friends, because it's impossible. But I want you to have mutual respect. And I want you to understand that only with these guys that you have beside you, we can win. And only as a team we can win. I don't care if I have one player or two players who are having 90% in attack, and then we lose 3-2. And he's like, oh, I played well. We lose as a team. So this is something that I am expecting from each and one of them. Obviously, with the guys with Zaksa, we already work for 2 years, so they know me. But it's different environment now. It's a national team. It's not the club. So also those things are to be revisited, if you know what I mean. We have to see it, how it will be. But knowing them, I'm more than sure that they will give everything they have for the sake of the national team, and they will do their best for us to be the best when our best is needed.
Dziękuję bardzo. Proszę bardzo.
Ja nawiążę do tej odpowiedzi. Chciałem zapytać właśnie o graczy Zaksy. Czy dla trenera będzie pewnym wyzwaniem to, żeby pokazać innym, że nie traktuje specjalnie jakoś w jakiś wyjątkowy sposób zawodników z Kędzierzyna, których tak dobrze zna? Że nie traktuje ich w kadrze na jakichś wyjątkowych warunkach?
This is one of the things, as I was saying, I spoke with all 25 players on the list, plus all the other guys who were the part of the national team the last year. And that's the first thing I said to each and one of them. There will be no special treatment for anybody, because I don't think it's just, and it's not okay towards everybody else. So I need to treat them, everybody, at the same level. I mean, as a respect, obviously. Now, each and one of them have different characteristics as a players, as experience. So obviously, they will have some different managing approaches, but treatment will be absolutely the same. And when I say this, I mean, okay, you are older player, you are experienced, so I will give you 20 days off. But you are young, and you will come and you will have 3 days off, so you will have to practice. It would be the same thing if I don't see my player doesn't, dive for one ball because he's experienced and he's waiting for the game to come and then he will dive. But when the young player doesn't dive, then I will take all the balls and I'll give him and I'll punish him in front of everybody. Absolutely not. Approach in the practice and in the game has to be the same for everybody else. And so knowing the guys from Zaksa, that absolutely won't be a problem, because neither of them are expecting the particular status, nor I will ever would give them. So they understand that, we are now in a national team, the things are different now, that they know their place like everybody else. So the fact that I worked in Zaksa doesn't mean anything, or it means really, really small amount. It's just my experience that I have with them, so I know them better. But in treatment, it will be absolutely the same with everybody else.
Dziękuję. Nie wiem jak Państwo, ale ja tu usłyszałem wiele bardzo interesujących rzeczy, także mam propozycję, że dajmy szansę jeszcze porozmawiać indywidualnie z panem trenerem, z panem prezesem oczywiście również. Proponuję zakończyć tę część konferencji prasowej i może jeszcze panowie fotoreporterzy zdjęcie? Tak, poprosimy o wspólne zdjęcie. Proszę podpowiedzieć, jak się panowie powinni ustawić. Dziękuję bardzo. Tutaj proponuję, żeby Filip Grądek zajął się organizacją rozmów, dobrze? Dziękujemy bardzo. Dziękuję Państwu bardzo za tę część.